Hello, in this video I shall be discussing 5 topics. The first topic is Section 66A of IT Act, Information Technology Act. We shall see about this Section 66A. This section deals with punishing people that give offensive messages through any communication device, whether it be through a computer or through a mobile device or through a tablet or through any communication device. When an offensive message is found, that can be under Section 66A of IT Act. So the people involved with this messaging will be given 3 years of jail term and they will be subjected to fine. But only this section was prevailing until March 2015. And since March 2015, there is no working of this section because the Supreme Court struck down this section. So this was struck down 7 years back. So in the wake of these events, it is in news recently because this section, though it was struck down by the Supreme Court, is still active in 11 states in India. So because of this, there is a case filed or a plea filed in Supreme Court by an organization called PUCL, that is People's Union for Civil Liberties. So People's Union for Civil Liberties took it to Supreme Court that though this Section 66A of IT Act is struck down by Supreme Court 7 years back, it is still working in 11 states. So the Supreme Court gave a huge surprise to this news, and it is questioning the Union Government of India about why it is being used even after it's struck down. So this is about Section 66A of IT Act and the recent PUCL case on its working in Supreme Court. The next topic is Section 144 of CRPC, Criminal Procedure Code. Section 144 of CRPC is in vogue right now because of the usage of drones or unmanned aerial vehicles in Srinagar district of Jammu and Kashmir. Recently, we know the incident that took place in Jammu and Kashmir, in which a drone has come over our security infrastructure in order to devastate security there, and also it has come from Pakistan side, and there is a huge involvement of some terrorist group based on the recent incident that our infrastructure is on threat. So because of that, the authorities sought to ban these drones or unmanned aerial vehicles in that Srinagar district territory in Jammu and Kashmir. So this will ban all the sales of drones, storage, usage, possessing these drones or transportation of drones. And this is only to protect the aerial space where our vital installations are present, vital army installations or security infrastructures are present, and where there is huge population, huge populated areas in Srinagar, and near all social and cultural gatherings also. So in order to protect all these areas in Srinagar district of Jammu and Kashmir, there is Section 144 of CRPC right now in vogue on banning drones and unmanned aerial vehicles. The next topic is Atami City. Atami City is in the country of Japan. This is in news because of the recent landslide that took place because of heavy rains in that city. This is a coastal city. It is present in Izu Peninsula in Japan. This comes under Shizuoka Prefecture. Prefecture is nothing but a territory where they'll have a local government working there. It is like a district in our country. So Shizuoka Prefecture contains this city of Atami, where this huge landslide took place. This is famous for volcanic hills, and even the famous Mount Fuji is also present in this particular city. There is also a national park in Atami City, that is Fuji Hakone Izu. So that is the national park present in Atami City. And Atami City is making news because of people's missing of people and the deaths happening over there, and even still operations are going on wherein the personnel are taking out people under the dilapidated infrastructures that have fallen because of the landslide. So this is something about Atami City of Japan. The next topic is Nipun Bharat Initiative. Nipun stands for National Initiative for Proficiency in Reading with Understanding and Numeracy. So by the full form itself, we come to know that it is about education, it is about studying, proficiency in reading, learning, understanding, numeracy and all. We'll see about this initiative. It is about improving literacy and numeracy amongst children. This initiative is launched by the Government of India on July 5th, 2021, very recently. This is to encourage early stage students so that they'll have good foundational reading. So early stage of a student is when they get good foundations for their learning, literacy, numeracy and understanding and everything. So in order to give good strength to students in learning, this particular Nipun Bharat initiative is launched. So this will give improvement in foundational reading, in understanding of a student and in improving their learning competencies in a student. So these are the main things about Nipun Bharat initiative. So this targets that these students who are very early in their learning stages, learning years, like they get proficiency in reading, writing, learning, numeracy by the end of their grade 3 in schooling. So this is the target of it. And for this particular initiative, the target year is fixed, that is by 2026-2027. By this particular academic year, this proficiency in students must be achieved. So this is the target of Nipun Bharat initiative. The last topic for today is Unity 22. Unity 22 is the name of a space flight. This is a crewed space flight wherein a crew, a set team of people will be sent. That means 2 pilots and 4 specialists, mission specialists will be sent. So this is a crewed space flight. And the organization that is sending this space flight is Virgin Galactic. This is the name of the organization. And the head or the founder of this organization is R. Branson. Richard Branson is the head of Virgin Galactic Foundation that is going to send Unity 22 on July 11, 2021. So these people are going to the edge of space. The main reason for this is, the main agenda or mission is to know the private astronaut experience. So how, not the professional astronauts, but how well, even if you or me, if we can go to the space, what will be our experience as a private astronaut. So that is the main mission of Unity 22. So this is going to be taken up by rocket. This is a rocket powered space flight in which a spaceship will be sent. That the name of the spaceship is VSS Unity. It is the name of the spaceship, and this Unity 22 is the test flight to this spaceship of VSS Unity. So this is something that Virgin Galactic is launching, and even an Indian woman is also going as part of this crew in Unity 22. She is a Telugu girl from Andhra Pradesh. So these are all the 5 topics for today, and thank you.